Pull a bill from your pocket and really look at it. It is just paper. Yet you can trade it for bread, a bus ride, or a phone. Why does this paper rectangle hold real value when a napkin from the same tree does not? To answer that, we have to rewind. Long before coins or banks, people lived in small villages. There were no stores, no prices, no cash registers. If you needed something, you had to find someone who already had it and convince them to hand it over. The earliest solution was barter. You trade a thing for a thing. A farmer with extra grain meets a shepherd with extra wool. They swap. Simple, direct, and for small villages with simple needs, it worked just fine. But barter has a hidden bug. Economists call it the double coincidence of wants. You need to find someone who has what you want and who also wants what you have at the same time in the same place. That is a lot of luck. Imagine you raise chickens and you want a new roof. You must find a roofer who also happens to want chickens today. If the roofer wants fish, you first trade chickens for fish, then fish for roofing. Barter wastes time. So humans invented a clever workaround. Pick one thing that almost everyone wants and use it as a middleman. Trade your chickens for that middle thing, then trade the middle thing for the roof. That middle thing is the first form of money. Different cultures picked different middle things. On Pacific Islands, people used cowrie shells. In parts of Africa, salt bars. In ancient China, cattle and silk. The Aztecs used cocoa beans. If a thing was scarce, durable, and wanted, it could become money. Cattle were great wealth, but you cannot pay for a haircut with half a cow. Salt melts in the rain. Shells crack. People needed something small, splittable, and tough. That search led to metals like copper, silver, and gold. Metal is dense, so a little is worth a lot. You can cut it into pieces of equal weight. It does not rot. It does not melt in the rain. For thousands of years, lumps of metal became the favored money across many civilizations. But raw metal had one problem. Every time you traded, you had to weigh it and test if it was pure. That slowed things down. So around 600 BCE, in a kingdom called Lydia, someone had a powerful idea. Stamp the metal. A king stamped his mark onto small discs of gold and silver. The stamp was a promise. This coin contains this much pure metal. You no longer needed a scale. You just trusted the king's face. Coins were born. Coins spread fast. Greece, Persia, Rome, India, China. Markets exploded. Now any stranger could trade with any stranger because the coin did the talking. Money quietly became three things at once: a way to pay, a way to measure, a way to save. Still, gold and silver coins had a weight problem. Hauling 1,000 coins across a country was risky and heavy. Around the year 800, Chinese merchants found a fix. Leave your coins with a trusted shop. Take a receipt. That receipt was a small slip of paper. It said, "The holder of this slip can claim this many coins from this shop." Soon, people started trading the receipt itself instead of going back for the coins. The paper became the money. This was a giant leap. The slip itself was almost worthless. Its value came entirely from a promise, backed by gold in a vault. Trust the shop, trust the paper. The paper note was the world's first banknote. Over the next few centuries, the idea traveled west. European banks issued their own paper notes, each one a claim on real gold or silver sitting in their vaults. People used the paper because they knew they could always swap it back.